Only on WLWT, a number of changes to the way that Hamilton County deals with domestic violence cases. WLWT News 5's Megan Mitchell has an exclusive interview with 3 Hamilton County leaders addressing dozens of gaps in the domestic violence realm.
Domestic violence is happening, but the main difficulties with preventing it are 1, fear and barriers in reporting abuse, and 2, a coordination between agencies. So the sheriff's office got a number of groups to come together to sit at a table, see what other successful major cities have done around the country, and address this issue head on. It's a problem with life-threatening implications.
This is one of the most dangerous things that we send our law enforcement to do, to go up to the door, knock on it.
Now, Hamilton County leaders are working to make it easier and safer for domestic violence survivors to get help.
We had a lot of barriers, and there were a lot of people, I suspect, who came through the system and felt failed by it. And that's what we cannot allow to continue to happen.
Sheriff McGuffey reached out to Judge Flotman with the Domestic Relations Court to form a task force. Starting back in January, about 24 folks from all different agencies began coming together at one table every other week to look at ways to fix the system.
Are we doing everything we can to make sure she is confident enough to come to court, confident in the process, confident that she will face a judge who understands what her situation might be or his situation?
Almost 20 new changes have come about. Among them, officers now trained to give support to victims. The group also realized the Office for Women Helping Women was inside the main courthouse. Judge Flotman added a space in the Domestic Relations Court.
They would have to call, somebody from our court would call their office, and then somebody would have to come over. Now they're right here on site, 8 to 4, Monday through Friday, which is a big relief for everybody.
They're collaborating with the clerk's office as well.
So when a police officer shows up to a situation and their response, I can't do anything right now, but what you really need is to file for protection order, that victim can scan that QR code on their cell phone and fill out the paperwork immediately on site.
The office will now give 2 copies to filers, adding that extra so they can show law enforcement. They also saw that 10% of the people who filed for orders wouldn't come back or go to the hearings.
What we realized was it was a language issue. So we engaged with partnerships to ensure that we have better translation services, better interpreter services.
The changes already making an impact. Judge Flotman says in the past, only about 25% of cases that were filed would make it to a full hearing. So far this year, that number improved to more than 33%. The sheriff says that a number of people in domestic violence situations weren't leaving because they were afraid of what might happen to their pets. So they even brought in the dog warden on this and created a mini task force to have in temporary fosters for folks who need their pets to be safe while they themselves find a safe place to live. Megan Mitchell, WLWT News 5.